I just want to start this video off by sending my best wishes to the fan that unfortunately fell ill during the game yesterday in the stands against Spurs. Hearing some good news today that he's responsive and active in hospital, so hopefully that continues. Hopefully he gets to a full recovery and he gets back to being in St James's Park soon. Much love, mate. Right then, buongiorno everyone. Can we distract from that Brucey Ball bollocks that we saw yesterday and talk about some transfer news? Why not, eh? That should cheer up. Let's have a bit of positivity. Let's have something to hopefully look forward to in January, because by God do we need it. By God do we need that January transfer window to come round. Out with the old, in with the new. And the main man that Newcastle are linked with on this Monday is Jesse Lingard could be coming to Newcastle. His agents have already been here. That's the huge breaking news story today for Newcastle's transfer window. And obviously we're going to get loads of transfer gossip and rumours. Being the richest club in the world, you know, I'll say it again and I'll continue saying it. Because all the attention will be on us and people will be putting the name in hats and agents will want to be involved because money's involved. And money talks. That's what they're all here for, believe it or not. They don't give a shit about what club they're at, really. You know, as much as they like to think they are. It's all a business. It's all about money. Fair play. We've got it now. We'll give them it. Come here, make us successful. Lovely stuff. I'll take it, you'll take it. Everyone goes home happy. Jesse Lingard, the Manchester United player, 28 years old now, so still coming into his prime, really. Jesse Lingard. England international. Had a wonderful spell on loan at West Ham United last year. Stayed at Manchester United this year to play with his idol Cristiano Ronaldo, to fight for his spot. Hasn't really featured much, we'll get at that soon. Has scored in the Premier League this season. Obviously, it was against Newcastle. He knew what was coming, man. He was just showing what he can do. He was just showing off. But Jesse Lingard's agents have already been in Newcastle. J Ling's Instagram account hinted at a transfer to Newcastle yesterday from Man United as they were in attendance at St James's Park for Newcastle v Tottenham. Now, that might have put them off, but if they met with Staveley and the rest of them after the game, they probably thought why they were there in the first place, wants to get talking and wants to can build this project. So it's interesting to see that Lingard's agents and stuff are in Newcastle. That's just for them to put them on Instagram as well, not even bothered at all. Just totally putting it out there like, yep, we're going, we're there, we're on it. You know, we're on the Newcastle bandwagon. Lovely, thank you very much. We'll take it. Yes. Hopefully this is the case. I said that this would be one of my priority signings in a lot of the streams I've done. Obviously, still going to do a video on the transfer window at some point, ins and outs. But Lingard would be a very, very good signing. An ideal, perfect start to the new era for me, Jesse Lingard. Those are the type of players we need to be looking at in and around the top 4, top 6 clubs who can't get a game. So I'd take Lingard from Man United. I'd take Donny van der Beek from Man United. I'd take Phillips from Leeds. You know, top players that aren't really in the top 4, top 6 or aren't playing regularly, so they want to move to a team where they will be. And I mean, look at Lingard. Lingard will come on. He's going to be one of the biggest names on the team sheet, depending on who else we say. But he's going to be there, he's going to be one of the main men, and that's what he loved about West Ham, clearly. He didn't want to be a bit part player off the bench. He wanted to be the main man, and he was that at West Ham. I was surprised he didn't make that move permanently, to be honest. I thought he was going to after the incredible loan spell he had. That saw him back into the England fold in recent times. He's always been a decent player, I think, to be fair. Southgate's always fancied him. But he's shown what he can do. He's shown that the talent's there. He shows if he's in the right headspace, he can be a brilliant player. You know, obviously, it's fair enough if you kind of get to Man United's team as hit and miss their form is. They've still got ridiculous world-class talent there. You know, they've still got the Cavani's and the Sanchos and the Rashfords and the Ronaldos of this world, Bruno Fernandes and stuff. So it's going to be hard for him to stay and solidify a place in that team. Come to Newcastle, you're the star. You're the star of the show. So I really hope there's some truth behind this one. Pete Graves from Sky Sports News has said that that's the case, that it was legit, that it was his agents in the crowd, and that we're seeing how things are developing at Newcastle. So we're already planting the seeds. You know, this is what happens. You think, oh, January, wait until then, bollocks. All the WhatsApp groups, all the Snapchats are already getting sent all around the world to the agents. Be ready, Newcastle are coming. Be ready, Newcastle want to sign players. We're not yet to mess about. We want to make the signs. January's huge. And we saw yesterday, and the new owners would have saw yesterday, how huge January's going to be, because how poor that performance was yesterday. They realise, surely now, the mess they've got themselves in for in the rebuild job, that needs to happen. It's a huge rebuilding job, lots of ins and outs. So we'll just get an article up here from one of many tabloids today. The England midfielders' representatives were present at St James's Park on Sunday for Newcastle's first game since their £300 million Saudi takeover. Lingard, who's 28, has made just 4 Premier League appearances since returning from last season's loan spell at West Ham. He's out of contract next summer as well, so that's a huge deal. Man United can cash in there on a player they don't really want, a player that's not getting game time. They're not going to need him in January either, really. Obviously, depending on how many cup competitions they're in, but they're already seeing the end of the road for Lingard. His time's up at Man United. He wants out. The club want him out. They'll cash in a little bit for him. They'll probably get a bit extra from the likes of Newcastle with all the money they can demand. And it won't mean a thing for us. It'll be pennies either way. I'm not sure how much you would pay for Lingard if he's only got 6 months left of his contract. To be fair, maybe, I don't know, 15, 20 million? Probably something like that. If he's going to go for free in 6 months' time, you're not going to pay that much. But we will obviously have to offer him a lot in wages to persuade him to come here when he's currently at a Champions League club, and West Ham hot on the heels of him, and Barcelona and AC Milan are apparently lining up bids for him as well in January. So you could see him move abroad still. That could be an option, but for his agents to be in Newcastle, it's huge, that. However, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer remains keen to sign the ace up to a new long-term deal. He said after a 4-2 defeat at Leicester, we want to prolong Lingard's contract because we see him as an important player for us. It's up to him and maybe up to me to give him more playing time because he deserves to. Why? Solskjaer's just waffling on. Solskjaer's nearly as bad as Bruce in his press conferences. I know it winds up the Man United fans as well, Solskjaer's press conferences, but if you're saying there maybe I need to play more, why aren't you then? Because you're the one that makes that decision. Why are now you thinking, maybe I should play him more? Yeah, he just wants to. This is a way to make me think that Man United do want to keep him, that he is in their plans, so they can demand a bigger fee. That's what all that's about. Hopefully we can get a deal sorted because we really rate him. Well, you obviously don't really rate him, do you? Lies! Because he went out, you sent him on loan last year, he came back and he's not playing now. So at which point and how are you showing that you rate him? Bollocks from Solskjaer. He's on the way to turn. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be over the moon with that one. I think it'll be a great signing. Right up there with I would say a realistic and a very ambitious signing still, to be honest. A 28-year-old England international. A tricky player, a good attacking player. I think we need a lot at the back. We need a lot of defensive issues to sort out. But if Jesse Lingard's one of the 4, 5, 6 players you're saying in January, I'd be buzzing with that. I really would. That news got me excited today. Picked me up after that poor performance yesterday, and to show that hopefully better times are around the corner with the takeover and these new signings. Still waiting for Bruce to get sacked, mind. 6 o'clock on a Monday night. Still here. So let's try and think of this one though. Lingard could be on his way to Newcastle. Agents at the Newcastle game yesterday against Spurs. Let's see how this one plays out. Drop in the comments below what you think of these rumours of Jesse Lingard being the first big name player to sign for the new era of Newcastle United. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.